So, last we left off,
I was eating pizza.
all of you were dealing with the fallout of the heist, which actually wasn't as drastic as you all thought that it was going to be. Um, Desiree, worried on her cousin, decided to try to see if she was okay. The door being locked for no apparent reason.
Totally.
Um,
Ouch.
Decided to
Wink,
wake
wink,
up
wink, wink,
early
wink.
to stop the ever. Um, I don't know how to explain it. The
What a coincidence. Panic. They were
the
fucking.
the buff, strong uh, captain of one of the captains of the city guard
Hell
by
yeah.
the name of where is it
Mm-mm.
the
Mm.
where
Mm.
oh, I had something else open, that's why I couldn't find it. Salen,
Sailing. Found it.
who awkwardly left without eating breakfast.
Rude.
You guys had a short discussion, you and Milano and Fessik,
And Curie.
and Curie, who showed up a little bit later, even though they were already there. The first time meeting. Eventually,
Oh shit, I went dice.
you all decided to eventually meet up at the tavern with a couple people doing a couple side things. Charade going to, or that was after. Charade went after you guys went to Nini's to get that amulet identified, which you learned was not the Tear of the Godmother as poorly identified to you prior, but actually Tear of the shit. I forgot that too.
Good recap, Doodle.
Where is it? Who has it?
Dark Mother.
Ring of the Dark Mother, who you went to see Nini, as well as your best friend, or supposed best friend, Mika, who seemed a little distraught at the fact that you hadn't said anything, let them know you're okay after your ordeal, with Fessik explaining that they're essentially your new best friends. In word, not really in depth.
Yes. Is me, your best friend.
While Desiree, Curie, and Fessik were coming back, you were stopped by, or you were being followed by a robed man, who appeared to be a priest of the Raven Queen, who was looking for Curie, as they were ordered to let him know that he was to take care of an issue with the necromancer, which you all decided to do. After trying to set a trap for the Natarum, which failed miserably, eventually you guys made your way into a crypt where you fought a couple of things: a ghost, a banshee, a necromancer who seemed to have been surrounded by some sort of field that was pulsating out, doing crazy things to all of you. Desiree almost dying, aging 40 years. Garmon going down multiple times, and of course the
Yeah, he did.
rogue bard Charade going down with his last life, with the last breath being taken from him from the banshee before it perished. And that's where we left off. Let's put a little music on. I'll be honest, I don't know if this is copyrighted or not, but it probably is. And this is the only time I'm going to.
Cool.
You just put it low.
Get muted, Dad.
So turn it all the way off.
And in fact, Candy is not doing anything relevant to this story at all.
Candy's eating cereal right now as we speak. It is very dapper PJs.
You guys, at this point, you have left the crypt immediately after Fessik stuffing body in bag. Did I say something about a book?
Mm-hmm.
The
You
book
have-
that the chick was holding,
Yes,
or whatever.
you have the
Oh,
book in hand, and you are leaving the cemetery, or you're leaving the crypt with whoever's carrying Charade's lifeless body.
I got him on my back. Before we leave, can I attempt to communicate with the Raven Queen to see if this was indeed Charade's time to die?
You can take a second to meditate and see. This is going to be a little bit difficult because, again, I'm not a priest, not a
Right.
cleric.
Mhm.
I need you to make a religion check.
I'm gonna cast guidance.
Make
Real
sure you
quick.
say it before you roll it.
Got it.
But go ahead.
Right.
You take a second to kind of get your bearings as you guys leave, kind of gasping for air. You weren't running, but you're kind of probably was getting a little bit of cramped in there, and it was close. You take a breath, you take a breather, and you kind of focus, and you start almost praying, almost, and a sense of almost like if someone's hands were on your shoulders and whispering into your ear. You get a very simple response. That's for you to decide. This is still your test.
Okay. Then I just trudge on.
Okay.
Determined, confused, lost.
Right. Well, you're still in the graveyard. The air, it's somewhat overcast right now. It's not raining, but it is dark, with a few drift globes that kind of float in the sky. What would you all like to do?
Get the fuck out.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know where to go.
Back out the way we came. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm pushing everybody ahead of me because I'm taking up the rear.
Okay. So there was a opening on the side of the gate, or on the outer wall of the City of the Dead, that you could get through an alleyway to get to.
Doing that.
You guys can make your way, or you're being stealthy about it, because there are still guards patrolling the area.
As stealthy as I can be with a body on my back.
That's fine. We're gonna say, because of the fact that it is night, that you're gonna go ahead and roll it just a straight roll. It's not gonna be a disadvantage or advantage or anything.
25.
Everybody else, if you wish, 25.
I should probably
19.
actually open my character sheet. I just
13.
know I have a +7.
Oops.
Okay. All right. And without issue, you'll make your way towards the opening on the outer walls. You guys do have to, again, you crawl a little bit. It's a little bit difficult, Curie, for obvious reasons, but you are all able to make it on the other side, and there you stand in an alleyway, looking ahead.
I definitely used my last second level spell slot to Misty Step again.
Okay. Roll for your...
Oh, fuck, balls. I was thinking about it.
You in fact had
Oh boy.
the
Liz, it's been a long night.
Wild magic.
12.
Dank.
Oh boy.
I could have just flew.
Let's see what happens. Go
Good
ahead and
job
roll.
with your-
Also roll your d20 to see if it triggers again.
I rolled a 10, so we're good.
Oh no.
Good
Oh,
job with your
no.
1 HP.
Thanks. It's okay, I have a backup character ready to go.
As you misty step and you go across the barrier. Wait, what was the roll for the?
The percentile?
Yeah.
12.
Okay. As you misty step across, as you do, and you move the 30 feet, and you stand there after like a brief poof, and like smoke goes in the air. That similar purplish energy starts to pulsate throughout the body. And suddenly, you start feeling your limbs. It feels like something's wrapping, and you look down, and there's this thick film that starts to creep and envelop you from starting at like your abdomen, and it just starts wrapping around you. And immediately, you are completely engulfed in this thing.
Gross.
It's hard. It's crystal, and you are now locked completely inside.
I pick her up and I take her. Yes, Circus.
Desiree, you are currently restrained, and you
Oof.
don't have air.
And I don't have air?
Yeah.
How long
Well,
can you
This
hold your
is
breath?
it. Probably not a very long
It's
time.
based off your con score. which I-
My con mod is 0. So like a minute,
Let me double check.
30 seconds. Not long.
A tree can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its con modifier.
So 1 minute.
Yeah.
Immediately, you hear a muffled panic start coming from inside of the cocoon, is essentially what this is.
Can we break that?
Are we still?
I'm trying.
Wait, are we still in the cemetery?
You have just left the outer wall in the cemetery at like right after you exited.
And we're in like a back alley.
Yeah.
We don't see anybody.
Make a perception check if you want.
13.
13. No.
Okay. I'm just gonna lay Rock Desiree on the ground, and I'm gonna tell her. It's not very smart, but I'm gonna tell her to stay still, and I'm gonna take out my hammer,
Oh,
and I'm gonna
fuck
hit
off.
the rock down by her legs.
Oh boy.
See
At
if it
advantage.
cracks. At advantage.
I will make it clear, I'm having a good old cry in here.
She's
It's real
currently
good.
she is currently prone and paralyzed.
Prone
so.
and paralyzed. Hey, Desiree, does a 16 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Roll damage.
Oh no.
10.
10. I also want you to roll a sleight of hand check.
Okay. It's not real. I break her legs. Right, sleight of hand. That's a nat 1, so 8.
Oh fuck.
Nat 1.
With a nat 1, so a 8.
All right. The cocoon, under the weight of your hammer, breaks in half. However,
Gah.
Desiree does take 2 damage.
Wow, look at that. Weird.
Did I just knock out Desiree?
You sure did.
Well,
As Desiree freaks out, you hit it a little bit harder than you were expecting, and unfortunately, she did take a small bit of damage from the actual crystal cocoon breaking.
Can we pry the rest of the cocoon off?
Uh-huh.
And then Garmon's gonna kneel down and give a potion.
No.
'Cause I'm pretty sure I have 2 of those. Yeah. So that's 2d4.
Plus
I
2.
can't say this in fucking Twitch chat.
You get 5 whole health.
Woohoo!
As suddenly you are brought back again. Still kind of covered in the crystalline substance.
Are you okay?
Sure. Why not?
What's everyone's passive perception?
Mm,
Passive perception 12.
Super good.
12.
14.
14, 12, 10.
Lunch says 47.
Ginger?
12.
12, 13. All right. So anyone that got above a 12, you start hearing the echo of footsteps in the distance.
So above a 12, so
We need to hide.
We need to get out of here.
okay.
As you are about to, and the echo, it starts echoing a little bit louder. And then you start hearing a clap
Oh fuck.
as
A clap.
around a corner, a little bit ahead, where a path seems to intersect this alleyway that you're in.
Mhm.
A humanoid figure, steps out of the shadows, with a cane, masked,
Mm.
walking up to you, just clapping ever so slowly.
Gun comes out.
Fessik, you know who this is.
Alright. So,
Great.
You've seen him before.
alright, I'm gonna tell Garmon to put the gun away.
Well,
Is he a friend?
Ish.
Can
Well.
he help us?
Well, it's
No.
not. It's not aimed at him anymore.
Well, it seems that this all took a little bit longer than I was originally hoping, young Fessik.
Mm.
So, I'm sorry. I have not yet to meet all of you yet. I go by the name of Zaf. As a falcon flies into view and lands on and perches on his shoulder.
Mm. Oh boy.
Now, I would also keep your weapons down as well, as he kind of makes a slight gesture with his hands, and you guys immediately start perceiving around you as you have about 10 people in cloaks with crossbows all pointed at all of you.
Oh, cool.
Now, unfortunately, our original plan didn't come into fruition. There was obviously some trouble, as I am quite aware that my pawn here has died.
Pawn?
Yes. As he points to the lifeless body over Curie's shoulder. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get everything I want, but however, I know you all are in possession of the item that I seek. Now, you'll have you have an opportunity, if you would be willing to, hand it over to me.
And why would we do that?
It was the nature of the arrangement.
I didn't make that arrangement.
You
None of the
didn't.
rest of us did. I'm not fucking cleaning up some mess somebody left behind.
Well, unfortunately, you got tied up into something that you probably don't understand. No, please. I don't want this to end in bloodshed. I think enough people have died today, don't you think?
Fuck you.
Desiree?
I just put the gun away and look pointedly at Fessik.
Just Would I be aware of how a bag of holding works? That like you can just turn it inside out and everything comes out of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I know that he can just fucking get it if he wants it. Okay.
Fuck.
I reach into the bag and I take it out. I'm gonna kind of look at it. It's so shiny though.
Ugh. Panic, how far away are the other people with crossbows?
I would say they are about. These buildings are somewhat tall, so I would say about 20 feet up in this on the various building tops.
Okay, but are there any on the ground?
Nope, it's just him.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking do something stupid.
Wait, JD, would you say that everyone's within a 30-foot cube area?
I
Us or
I don't
them?
think you all would be.
Okay, but they're not.
No,
Okay.
definitely not. You could probably group them up into like fours
Okay.
up top.
Oh, this is so stupid, but fuck this asshole. I'm going to take the fucking thing from Fessik.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on Desiree.
Oh shit, wait, no. Damn it.
No?
No, I'm going to do that, and I'm gonna fucking take it, and I'm gonna try to fucking Misty Step out and just start running.
I guess I'm just gonna stand there real confused.
This is a smart idea.
As you attempt to cast your Misty Step, immediately there's a snap of the fingers from Zayaf.
Is he counterspelling me?
He is.
I'm counterspelling that bitch back.
You can't use
No,
your
let me
reaction.
do it.
You can't use your
Panic.
reaction as you're casting a spell.
Fuck you. Well, then I don't do that.
Did my
And I'm gonna die.
invisibility not work?
If you're going to do it, that's fine. You can cast invisibility. He's counterspelling the Misty Step.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna cast invisibility then.
cool. This is bad. This is all bad.
Oh no.
And I'm still running.
But you're invisible now. Hey.
Yeah, but I'm running invisible.
Okay. So you're invisible now.
Yep. Great.
Roll initiative.
This is fine, you guys.
Awful. Fucking
Oh, I did
awful.
super good. I did really good.
Give me my fucking
Oh, wait.
character sheet. Oh yeah. Good. I don't have to roll with the dice. I get another chance. Because it was bad.
Bro.
Much better. Yeah, I rolled a
me choose again.
7 on dice. So
Good job.
good thing we don't.
Oh,
use
hey,
dice for
okay.
initiative.
Here, let me put this guy down.
All right, Charade, roll initiative.
I'm gonna put this down. I don't know if I made a token for this or not. Nope. Of course I didn't. These guys. Actually, I need to ask: is anyone else doing anything? Are you gonna run? Or are you gonna stay put? I need to know.
Well, I have no idea.
Because if not, we're gonna do this a little bit differently.
No, I'm not running.
I would be probably moving my 25 feet and then holding an action for the first person that takes a shot.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I just know that Desiree took the amulet out of my hand and disappeared.
Yeah, I'm staying.
I'm still just standing there confused.
Okay, that's fine. All right, then we're gonna approach this a little bit differently. So I'm gonna we'll see who is gonna. So there are gonna be a handful of things that are gonna happen here, and I didn't think I was gonna need to open up this character sheet. I mean, this sheet.
Boy. Oh boy.
Where is it? I have it here somewhere. All right.
Oh boy.
All right. As you make your first move, a handful of the 10 are going to follow you, as well as a falcon. And he kind of just sighs as you turn invisible. So here's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
You say, he is there. This is a straight shot from the outer gate. So there isn't like you would have to go through him first. And I know you're invisible.
Hey, Pink. Yeah, but I still have my wild magic fly that lasted for an hour.
Hmm.
So there's that.
You do.
Thanks, wild magic.
Okay.
I'm just fucking running
Flying.
You're gonna fly
home.
away.
I'm gonna fly away to my house.
Oh no.
Okay. That changes up a little bit. That changes everything. All right. And he kind of just sighs, and he motions to about 4 of them, and he makes like a clicking noise to his falcon, and it takes off of his shoulder. Find her. As the 4 seem to almost like go and like just kind of sink into the darkness, and you still have these 6 crossbows pointing at all of you that are still there. Wow, what an unfortunate turn of events. And he's kind of just looking. He's kind of staring at you. And you can't see his face. It's completely covered. There's no holes in the mask. What it seems. You can't make out any facial structure. His hands are gloved that go up to his arms, and then the hood covers up the rest of his body. The only really no way of knowing that he is human, he is not human, male, is by the sound of his voice. Well, it appears things have gotten a little bit more interesting. I'm afraid.
What's the plan now?
I'm afraid you're all going to have to come with us.
If we come with you, do you promise not to hurt her?
Assuming she gives us what we want. That's all I need. My work with all of you is quite finished. Even you, young Fessik.
Okay.
Why don't you let us go talk to her?
Unfortunately, I can't have you guys all planning on leaving. How about I'll send one that I know that I can trust. Fessik,
Okay.
please. All I want is my amulet.
All right.
But these 2 are going to stay with me for now.
All right. I'm gonna go I'm gonna see if I can spot the falcon and follow it.
Okay.
Good luck, Fessik.
They will immediately lose you because they can't see through invisibility.
Woohoo!
However-
My one saving grace.
He does know that you cast that, Curie. And he starts walking over you guys slowly. Look. Please. Aid us in our search.
You just
Why?
said you didn't want us to help.
Drop the spell, please.
I just kind of
You have-
like look at
You have my
Garmon.
word that she won't be hurt as long as she hands over the artifact. That's all.
She's incredibly hurt right now.
Huh?
You have to let Fessik talk to her first. She's not going to give it to you.
Well, I said I can make a promise. However, she has to keep the end of the bargain. Please. For everybody's sake.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right?
It's up to you, Curie. He does say your name.
I dropped the spell.
Okay. Desiree, I need you to make a stealth check.
Woohoo! Oh, thank God.
Believe a falcon has advantage?
Probably. I rolled a 20.
You rolled a natural 20?
Nope.
Okay.
Just a plain old 20.
Well, fortunately, no one sees you flying because they weren't expecting
God.
you would fly.
Woohoo!
I am looking up, by the way, because I'm looking for the bird.
Make a perception check then.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 21.
Hey.
You wouldn't see the bird. However, you do spot Desiree
Okay.
flying in the distance, going towards where?
Oh. Probably my house first.
Okay.
All right. Do I recognize the general direction that she's going? Like, would I have an idea of where she's kind of going?
Yeah, you can put two and two together. You've been in that direction so many times.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to cut over a couple blocks,
Okay.
like to the side, so it looks like I'm going a different direction, and then I want to shoot up towards her house.
Okay.
I should be able to beat her there because I have 80 or 40 speed, and I can. So dash.
But she's also not. She's not hindered by
True.
like the actual. I would say, just make a general athletics check. See how fast you can make it.
Parkour.
Okay. Fucking goddamn it. 8.
And I would say because of the moment, I will give you advantage on that.
21.
Okay.
Fuck
All right,
yes.
Desiree. You immediately notice that your invisibility drops.
Fuck.
You obviously know something that obviously means that Curie dropped concentration, whatever that means. But you don't. You kind of look around as you're flying towards to Milano shop, kind of looking side to side, and you don't see the falcon. You don't see any of the other figures that were looming over you.
Cool. I started locking my window, so I can't go in through there, so I'm just gonna bust in through the door.
Okay, it is locked.
Fuck, I don't have fucking time for
As
this
the
shit.
shop is closed.
I'm just gonna start banging really loud on the
Mm.
door.
Okay. I mean, you have
And
a key.
I mean,
I
I'm
live here.
I'm smacking
She's
on the
also
door
in a
and
panic.
trying to get my key out, and I'm having a really hard time trying to get my key out.
Okay. A few seconds pass, and immediately you see Milano hurriedly, in her PJs, running down the stairs, and immediately kind of looking through the glass, kind of peeks around the corner to see what's going on. I mean, potential break-in or something. And she looks and she immediately sees you, and she runs over to the door and unlocks it for you. What's the matter?
We need to go. We need to get out of here. Like
What?
now.
What happened?
I don't have time to answer your questions. We need to go now. I did something stupid, something bad. We need to go.
Fessik, at this point, you'd be running up the street.
Okay.
You can see in the distance, and I would say you're about, I would say, like 400 feet.
That's 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Fuck. Do I see him?
probably. He's not, at this point, he's not stealthing if he's running at full sprint. I don't.
Please.
Where are we going?
I don't. We just need to go now. We don't have time. I'm just gonna take her by the arm and I'm fucking running towards Zyman.
Okay. So dragging her, and it's a little bit difficult because she's not. I mean, you guys both aren't as physically fit as the young Fessik. Eventually, as you're running towards it, he quickly catches up to you both. Milano's still kind of in disbelief.
Okay. Desiree, stop. Give me the amulet before they kill you both.
I can't. This isn't good. They're gonna do something fucked up with it. I can't hand it over to you, to anybody.
Just tell me what's going on, please. As she's gonna try to resist you pulling her.
Milano, I can't. I'm sorry.
Roll athletics.
Me?
Yeah.
Fuck. Ugh. 15.
15 plus what?
It's 16 minus 1.
Okay, let me double check what. Milano does have stats. Huh. What's it? I'm gonna. So it's tied.
Oh, fuck, okay.
But I'm gonna give it to her because she has 11 strength.
Ooh.
Immediately you stop moving as she pulls back from you. I need to know what's going on.
I have to tell you later. We don't have time. They're coming.
What happened, Fessik?
We got in with the wrong people, and we have something they want. And if we don't give it to them, they're gonna hunt us all down and kill us, and they're not gonna stop till they get that.
She kind of looks up to you, Desiree. What have you been doing?
I don't know. Please. I can't protect you if you don't come with me. Please, I can't lose somebody else, not.
Make a persuasion check.
Poof. Not great. That is that's an 11. Rolled a 4 on the dice.
There's kind of a moment of silence. All right, I trust you.
Okay, we need to go.
I'm gonna start running.
We're running.
No, I say, sorry, I can't lose anybody else either, and I'm gonna hit her.
Fuck you. If he's going to hit me, I'm gonna try to Misty Step out. Another 30 feet.
Are you punching? Or are you?
No, I'm going with still non-lethal, but I'm going with like the handle of the hammer.
Okay.
Oh,
Non-lethal. Go ahead and roll for an attack.
That's a 20.
Fuck.
It's a 24.
Roll damage.
My bonus is enough. Like literally, yeah, that's 13 non-lethal.
How much health did you have, Desiree?
5.
Immediately,
Goddamn
as you
potion.
as you turn to step away, everything just goes black.
Fuck.
Fessik.
Milano's gonna flip her shit.
Hold on, let me check something. Oh boy, this is not what I had in mind.
Surprise. Told you it was stupid. Uh-huh.
It's okay.
Make a con save.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
That does make it, so you take half.
Oh god.
No. Wrong die. That is 3, 10, 11 reduced. So you take 5 points of thunder damage, as there is immediately she kind of, without even saying a word, almost in disbelief is what's going on right now, kind of claps her hand together and immediately casts a shatter spell on you.
Okay.
So you take 5 points of thunder damage.
Yeah.
And she's trying to push you. After that, you can visibly see her crying at this point, and immediately trying to like protect Desiree from you.
Okay. Until her, she's not dead. She'll be fine.
She's your friend.
That's why I did it. They'll kill her if I don't give them what they want.
And this is how you resolve your issues?
I don't have time. She doesn't listen to anybody. You know her. Take her to Zymon. Get them to take you somewhere safe. And then I'm gonna grab the amulet if I can get to it. And then I'm gonna.
I mean, she doesn't know anything about the amulet. Desiree has it in her hand, but
right.
Milano isn't aware of it. So I could say that you could do that.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it, and I'm gonna disengage bonus action just in case. And I'm gonna dash back, and while I'm running up, I'm gonna say I'm sorry.
Okay. You start making your way back. Desiree. You wake up with 6, 7, 8 points. You immediately awake to a healing word from Milano for a total of 8 points of healing.
Woohoo!
She casts a level 2 healing word on you. Then you wake up after going out, and you just see her kind of kneeling over you, crying.
What happened?
We need to go to Zymon. The amulet's not in your hand.
What happened?
Fessik knocked you out.
The amulet. Where did he take it?
I don't know. Shit. So I don't know anything about an amulet.
Fuck.
Come, please. We need to go. You said so yourself, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we need to go.
Okay. You guys start making your way towards the Magister's office. It'll take you running. It'll probably take you a couple of minutes. While Fessik starts running towards the opposite direction. Eventually, after, I would say like a long, 15, 20 minutes of you standing there and Zath kind of with his arms crossed, you eventually hear running down the alley. You see Fessik running towards you all. Yes. And he kind of turns to you, Fessik, as you're running up.
I'm just gonna run up to him and I'm gonna hold having it like clutched in my hand, like my hand's still closed. I'm gonna say, "You promise you're not gonna hurt anyone else. We're done. It's over."
Of course.
I'm gonna
I
insight
keep to my
check
word.
that,
Go for it.
'cause I remembered this time. 3. I hand him the amulet. He's the truthiest truth teller.
Yep. It's hard to read this guy. You don't see he has the ultimate poker face since he's wearing his mask. Immediately under his breath, you hear return. And he kind of holds the amulet in his hand and kind of moves he kind of almost kind of like rubs his hand against the onyx gemstone in the center of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a deal's a deal. Now, I believe our arrangement is somewhat done. I want one more thing, but unfortunately, that definitely has nothing to do with you all. However, I am aware of a recent plot that came into fruition not too long ago, the other day perhaps. I'm sure you're all aware of what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. You think you could trust someone in your own group. Luckily, that issue has been resolved at this point. And another word of advice, too. Just because someone deals in something dark doesn't mean they're associated with us. Now, I would advise all of you to stay out of our business from here on out. As to you, Fessik, you have proven yourself quite useful. How about maybe you come with us. Maybe we could have something put in position for you.
Fessik, no.
No, I'm gonna stay with my friends.
Yes, friends. Are you sure? Aren't you happy for all that I've done for you? Your mansion, all the work that I supplied you?
Lying to him.
Never once did I lie.
If you're done here, please just leave.
Please. Just think about it, Fessik. My door is always open to you. And he walks away. He turns the corner. And probably for about another minute after that, the other guys with the crossbows are kind of focused on you. And they immediately go opposite directions quickly. And they all just seem to just fall into the shadows, immediately losing sight of all of them. And you guys are left there in the alleyway. Fessik, Garmon, Curie, and a lifeless Charade still.
Fessik, what happened? What happened with Desiree? Where is she?
So, alright, so Fessik turns around, and then he starts tearing up. And he just says, let's take care of Charade.
Is Desiree okay?
I hope so.
Alright, so, we should take him to, like, a temple.
Okay. Okay, I want all of you to make... Go ahead and make investigation checks. Looking for a temple.
Do I have
Would I?
advantage?
Yeah. Would we know where any is?
Because I have city secrets.
There's a couple places. Fessik, go ahead and roll at advantage.
14.
Okay.
Fucking 8.
14.
What was it?
14.
14. Okay. So as you guys immediately just start to look for something, none of you being particularly religious at all, immediately start looking and searching. You come to there's a couple that you're a couple of temples that you're aware of, Fessik, in Garmond, that you are potential. You go and unfortunately, the nature of the town, it is not uncommon for people to come in and request something like this, especially since adventurers come through the town often. The few temples that you're aware of, they don't offer something like that until you get to one where a little bit closer to the dock ward, to the western edge of Waterdeep. You are given, and essentially the priest of that particular temple gives you something a little bit you weren't expecting. Not so much like one of the actual temples of Waterdeep that are like the religions that are known, but a recent addition to the city. It appears that a group of missionaries from elsewhere have come in, essentially seeking not refuge, but kind of trying to make a presence here in the city. And they've kind of let the other temples know that why they're here, and what their intentions are. And they fortunately do practice in resurrection magic.
Okay.
And they give you directions
Okay.
as you guys make your way. Desiree.
Yup. That's me.
As the night, ever interesting night continues, you in almost silent, you hear Milano behind you as she's kind of letting you take charge or take lead. Milano behind you, quiet. Every so often you hear just a slight obviously you guys are gasping because you're being quick about this, but she's also, you hear the ever so slight sob.
I just put my hand out to her as we're going.
Okay. Eventually you find your way to Zymon's station. No guard out front. The lantern, the green and gold lantern that sits outside, still lit bright for essentially people to come in when they can.
Okay. Am I able to go in?
Yeah, the door's unlocked.
Cool. Busting in. Anybody inside?
Immediately looking like there at the desk where Sabine usually stays. Simon's perception, there is a guard that's he's kind of sitting there, speaking with one more, another citizen that's in there, and it sounds like they're talking about a break-in.
Fuck, I'm just gonna go up to the desk and I pull my badge out. I go, I need to talk to Zymon. Is he in? It's urgent.
Looks at it.
Please.
Yeah, he's in the back. He's in his office.
Thank you. And I'm gonna go back there. I'm just gonna bust on in.
He's there. It looks like he's currently working on a document, and you immediately come stomping in. Oh, I wasn't expecting you at this hour.
Wasn't expecting to be here at this hour.
She sees Milano crying kind of in you. What's the matter?
Fucking Zentarum is the matter. That thing the fox stole ended up being something from Lulz. You know, fucking spider drow god, whatever. And now the Zents have it. And we're kind of on their shit list now.
Where's the rest of your party?
I don't know.
He kind of stands. He closes the book that he's working on, and he stands up, pulls his hood down. What happened tonight? Immediately, the eyes kind of focus on you. I'm not casting anything, but he has kind of a sense that something obviously happened.
I don't even know where to start.
Where are they? It's fine. Let me know.
We left him outside the city of the dead. The Zents had him, and I tried to get out with the thing so that I wouldn't have it, because I don't know what's gonna happen, and I went and I fucked it all up, and somebody's dead tonight, and I could die. I don't know if they're still alive.
Calm down. We'll go ahead and handle this. You have your reasoning for doing certain things, and I appreciate you coming.
We can't go home. They know where we live, and I don't know what to do.
Let me deal with that. And immediately he steps out of his office. Fisho. And immediately the guy's kind of like looking. Round up anyone else on patrol tonight. Immediately. And for the first time you hear almost a sense of... Typically, Zymon talks in a very slow pace and very, very quiet almost. He kind of has some energy in his voice for once. And then this guard immediately picks up on that and immediately stands up. Yes, right away. And he bolts out the door. Now, we have some of the best men. Look into this. If you say this is true, then I can provide somewhere to stay, at least for tonight. And then we can discuss how we go about this later. I do apologize. This isn't what I had intended with all of this happening.
I don't think any of us expected it, and
but that also leaves a lot of questions to be asked. You understand that, and he kind of has a look at you.
I'm gonna take off my ring of mind shielding. I'm just gonna look at him. It's just easier to see it, isn't it?
That's what you wish.
I'm just looking at the ground.
You're gonna fail the DC.
Yep.
Okay. The rest of the group.
That's us.
Eventually, you make your way to a small, almost looks like what looked to have been probably like a fishing processing, like a small processing, like they do just minor. They cut the fish and prepare it. But there are some more decorative inlays and stuff now on the outside. The sign being taken down. But this is the direction that you were given.
Okay.
Cool.
Immediately stepping inside, you're greeted with a very, almost a very light blue color to the everything, with the lights kind of encouraging that the way they're colored. Inside, immediately, you see a large statue depicting some sort of more folk-like creature, standing tall, with a trident, and like sitting, almost not praying, but kind of sitting there. You see a figure of a humanoid, very, now not. I would say they're not common. You've all probably dealt with a Trian before.
The what?
A Trian.
Fish person.
Fish, essentially a fish person. Kind of,
Gotcha.
It's essentially a merfolk. That can dwell on land. A human. I mean, why do I keep saying varied human male? A male trident, who is in these very, very ornate robes. Much older, has a very focused look to him as he kind of has his head down and is kind of looks like he's in thought. Immediately, you guys stepping in, and he kind of looks up and stands up, and he sees you all. Welcome. What? How can I assist? And immediately he catches the lifeless body in Curie's hand.
We heard you do resurrection magic here.
Yeah, that, I mean, he kind of looks at you, a little bit of a dire situation here, and he kind of looks. Right. There are some fees involved, as it does require some rather expensive components. Is that something that you can provide?
What kind of fees are we talking about?
The nature of this. How long ago did he die?
I don't. How long have we been searching?
At this
hour?
point, probably about an hour. Yeah.
It's been within an hour or two.
Unfortunately, that leaves the cheaper something like this. That would probably require a diamond worth about 500 gold pieces. I mean, we have this, assuming that you could provide the money for the material as it does get used.
All right. I reach into the bag of holding, and I pull out all of the party funds. And
How much is that?
It's 773.
Okay.
I put it on the table, and then I pull out the longsword, and I put that on the table, and I pull out the light crossbow and the hand crossbow, and I put those on the table.
Barter for your life.
No,
that's not what it's for.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna turn, look at Garma and Curie, and say, I have to go. I don't know if they're gonna come for you, but I have to go. Meet me at the tavern in the morning.
Where are you going?
I can't tell you.
What do you mean you have to go?
I have to go. And then I run out.
What the
fuck's happening right now?
Little did we know Charade was the glue that held this party together. Now it's fucking over.
And I am running.
Oh boy.
I am running towards Zymon's to make sure that Desiree and Milano are safe.
Okay. Curie, come on.
Good luck with this ritual, you guys.
Am I still holding?
No, he had one of his assistants. It appears another Triton. Come and pick him up. I just right. He has him. You can call me Zalmas.
Zalmas?
Zalmas. Let me throw the sheet out to you guys. That show up?
I don't see anything.
Oops. I'm a cleric of Yadro. Did that show up?
No.
Nope.
What the heck? All right, it's everyone's journal. Bam. Now you can see it. It's under citizens and campaign NPCs.
Citizen Zalmas. Cleric of Eadro.
Well,
not to kill the mood, but this dude's hot.
Classic Circus.
All right. And just so you're aware, the ritual, it's not a guarantee. The body could reject, the soul could refuse.
How long do we have to do this?
I mean, we can technically keep it from decaying for quite some time, but if you wait too long, it'll be impossible.
Because I think that our other friend should be here.
10 days. But like I said, the longer we wait, the potential for the body or the soul to reject her. I would advise as soon as we can.
We'll try to be back within a couple hours.
Right. Immediately he kind of focuses and he casts a spell over the body, and it kind of like this light kind of envelops the body. You guys can make religion checks if you want to try to know what that spell is, if you really want to.
Yes. 13.
Curie, you would have picked up on this. This is what is it called again?
It's that one that stopped
Raised
you
Dead?
No, it's the one
Not
that
Raised
stopped you
Dead.
from turning
Oh,
into a zombie.
Spare the
Um,
dying.
Gentle
That
Repose.
one.
Gentle repose. It's that one. It kind of prevents the body from decaying any further. Please be quick.
Yeah.
Desiree.
Hey, that's me.
After the short session of probing, which you're very it's obvious what's happening. Having given him permission, and he kind of stops, and eventually the feeling in your mind kind of stops, and he kind of sighs. I had a feeling that's what happened. Look. I've been somewhat aware of what's been occurring, somewhat, and I understand where you're coming from and the decisions you made. It's kind of obvious that you didn't have other choice, and I also understand that you don't trust me very much.
I mean, you weren't supposed to read that part. That wasn't cool.
Oh shit, he just read that entire meeting.
Look,
Oof.
we all make decisions that we regret sometimes. We also have to make decisions in very dire situations. And I'm not going to punish you for that. We will find you a place. And you have my word that I'll keep this between me and you.
All right.
Now please, put that ring on. You'll probably need it.
Put it back on.
Eventually, Fessik comes barging through the door. You guys are kind of out in like not his office, but like the hallway that runs behind the desk. Immediately, you all three focus on Fessik coming in. Milano immediately holding out like her hand, and just telling you to stop, Fessik. Stop. You're not welcome near her.
I just had to make sure that you made it, that you were safe.
No thanks to fucking you.
Okay.
You need to leave.
Okay. And then I leave.
All right. Come with me. And he's taking you out another path that leads out from the back of the out of the actual building.
Okay.
Other group.
I am leaning on Milano very heavily, by the way.
Yeah,
It's been a long fucking night, and I'm 40 years older.
She's holding
This
on
old
to you.
lady can't handle it.
She's kind of holding you up and kind of holding on to you. Eventually, you Curie and Garmond. Well, I need to ask, where's Fessik going?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Probably just wandering around.
Okay. You start wandering the streets. Curie and Garmond, you start noticing there's a little bit of activity as you're going to. I'm assuming you're going to Zymon's too.
I mean, that would be the assumption of where Desiree would go to keep something safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a definite increase in guard activity as they seem to be going towards where you guys were essentially stopped. And they seem to be in kind of and they're in groups of like 5 or 6
Who are these?
guards, the city guard. Immediately, are you? I'm assuming you guys are just going there, right? You're not. Are you being stealthy about it?
No.
Okay. Immediately, they a group of them kind of see you kind of walking through the streets, and they kind of flag you down or flag you over. Please, we're asking all citizens to please stay in their homes at this time.
Have you
There
seen?
seems to have been a major, some sort of attack or something. We have orders from the magisters.
Yeah, we need to find the magister. We were a part of that.
And they kind of look at each other. All right, come with us. And two of them split off with you two. The other two continue their rounds. Eventually, you guys make it to the location where there's only one guard there currently taking shift. You have to kind of stay behind. As you guys kind of step in, the guards start talking to each other, and they notify you that Zymelin stepped away to look into the matter. Desiree, Fessik, and Milano nowhere to be seen.
I think our best bet's to go back to the temple, Garmond.
And just wait?
And just, I mean, we have no idea where else they could be.
I look at the guard. Do you guys know where Zymon was going?
Unfortunately, he kept that to himself.
Did you see a goblin come through here?
Yeah, he left a little while ago. There was a little commotion in here, and he left. There was these two elvish women that came into. They seem to have stepped away with the Magister. Did you know them?
Yeah, that's who we're looking for.
Unfortunately, he didn't give us a location.
Do you know when Zymon is coming back?
Unfortunately, no. He asked us to call one of the other magisters of the district to assist if you were needing magister help immediately.
If they can get us to them, then yes.
There's potential. I'd have to find my men. I don't know exactly what they're up to.
Garmon, maybe if I go in my raven form, I can take a look over Waterdeep and see where they are, and then come back and get you if I find them.
Everyone's gonna be separated at this point.
Oh my god.
What?
Curie, do you have a way to reach out to them through the arcane?
Not at this distance. If I can see if maybe they're within 100 feet or so, but anything beyond that, I can't sense them. Can I try and see if I feel them through the force within 100 feet?
What is this?
Can I? Oh wait, no, I couldn't try to use message because I would have to actually kind of physically know where they are. Never mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I got nothing.
It's up to you.
If it doesn't work, I want to give them a chance to say goodbye.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
So I can, I guess, wait here.
Okay.
Because I don't have any way to help.
Okay. You wait a little bit. One of the guards goes and begins searching for the other magister. Desiree, Zymon takes you behind. He's taking you through a few alleyways, and eventually comes to what seems to be an abandoned house. And it doesn't look like much from the outside. And as he approaches the like the side of the wall itself, that kind of is on the left end of the building. Yeah, you guys can take a short rest during that time. He kind of puts his hand out on the wall, and an arcane symbol kind of starts glowing underneath his hand, and you hear like the just shifting of stone as a makeshift wall kind of appears out of the side of the building, and it kind of just pushes to the side. And he takes you into this small room, and there's a teleportation circle there. Look, this isn't a far destination, but probably best if you stay out of the town for at least tonight.
Yeah, all right.
Immediately he kind of stops for a second, and he kind of thinks a little bit. Well, it appears your friends are looking for you.
That's good. They're okay. Good.
Would you like me to send a message back to them?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. Just let them know we're okay. Leaving town for a little bit.
Very well. And he kind of thinks to himself again, and come on, step this way. And he kind of stands over the arcane, the circle, and it kind of glows ever so slightly as he steps on it. Have you know, this is not something that common folk in this town. This is a private circle that only the magisters are aware of. So consider yourself lucky.
I mean, that's kind of
step inside.
After tonight, lucky. I'll walk in. Bad
Right.
choice of words.
We can't all be perfect. And you feel like the air kind of leave your body as the area around you just kind of starts shifting and turning. And you end up in a dome-shaped room. Dark. You can see ever so slightly, and then there's several doors in here. This is more of a private meeting place that we kind of use when necessary. But we do have... I can make accommodations for you to stay here for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Baldur's Gate.
Fuck! This is not the right campaign. Hello, Desiree on Thursdays. Fuck.
As you enter a room, and you are given a small room that you can share with Milano. Private. That's nice. Immediately telling you, look, I have some. I need to attend to the issue currently going on. You should be safe here.
All right.
We'll have. I'll be in contact with the man who runs this facility, and he can bring you back if need be. But let us handle it. Make sure the city's safe first.
Right.
And with that, they leave. Curie and Garmon. Eventually, the guard comes back with a figure that you haven't met before. let me put the down. I think. Let me double check here. It is a halfling woman. A little bit older, still has a rather young complexion though. Immediately coming in robes, and she's short. She's shorter than you, Garmond. But at her side, she carries a book and the obvious robes of the magisters. You can see her face clearly. It's dark with a wrapped in a ponytail. I'm gonna throw this for you two in your sheet. So Ginger and Curie. That should show up under law enforcement near where like Zymon is. And there. Immediately coming in. This is you're Garmond and Curie, correct?
Yes.
I believe a friend of yours has left a message. It seems that she's currently assisting the Magister with some business, and they had to leave the city. But they wanted to let you know that they're okay.
Leave the city?
Yes, it's Magister business. Zymon didn't provide the information.
Bullshit.
Are we ever gonna see them again?
All they said is that they're fine. Unfortunately, we can't use all of our resources tonight as we're still conducting our investigation.
Yep.
But according to him, it appears that they'll probably not be around, at least for tonight. And it was two figures that were with them. It was two drow women.
Well,
Fessik's still missing.
at least they're safe. And
Can we send a message back to them? To you, possibly?
Kind of looks at both of you.
let's just try to find Fessik and not use up more of their time.
But they should at least know which temple Charade's body's at.
Well, we have two choices. We can either go and have them do it tonight, or wait and see if we see them tomorrow.
I want to make both of you make a charisma check.
Just a straight check?
Yeah.
Oh, it's saved. Doesn't matter. It's still a +0. Niner.
Woohoo!
She sees the sorrow in your eyes, Curie. I could probably do one more. What is it that you would like to say?
The temple where we're keeping our friend's body at. Okay. For 10 days. After 10 days, the resurrection won't work anymore, but it's at this temple, and I'll give her the address.
Okay.
We'll wait up to 10 days until on the 10th day. We can't wait anymore.
Okay. And she kind of pulls out her book and she flips through a few pages, and then she stops on a certain page and closes her eyes and starts to focus, and then stops. We would have said this probably would have happened as Zymon was helping you to your room. Well, it seems like Charles' body is at
Charles. Stupid name.
At a temple. It appears that they're going to try to perform a ritual, but it seems that they want to wait for you.
Oh.
Can reply
Great.
back once.
Once.
It's up to you.
I don't think we should wait that long.
Unfortunately, I can't let you back into the city tonight.
No. I guess just tell them we'll be back soon. Hopefully soon. I don't know how long this is gonna take.
Very well. And they send that back to the Magister, and then she replies that back to you.
I guess we wait.
Yeah, let's go find ourselves a Fessik.
Did you have time to think about what you're doing, Fessik?
Oh, he's just wandering around the city.
You two can make investigation checks if you want to search for him.
Great.
Yeah, can I search for him in bird form, possibly?
Go ahead. That's fine.
Are we
Little
both rolling, or is this like a help?
If they're going separate ways, it's gonna... Because you can't really help Curie be a
Alright.
bird.
Yes, he can.
Switch to
Damn it.
Just make them separately.
Oh no!
Oh shit, that's in that 20, bitch!
Hey!
Ayo. I just like fly into a window and pass out.
Eventually, Garmond, you do find a Fessik who's kind of just wandering through some back alleys. Not really. It doesn't look like he has a destination, nor is he doing it very quickly.
No, it's really confused. Just kind of crying. Not sure what's going on at this point.
Hey, Fessik.
Huh?
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Seems like a legit destination. Listen, we talked to another magister. They got a message to Zymon, Desiree, and Milano are out of the city tonight. We have Charade at the temple, and we wanted to wait until we could get everyone there to at least say goodbye if this doesn't work.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to meet up with us at the tavern in the morning or at the temple and hope that
I'm gonna go to the temple.
all right. I'm gonna try to get some sleep after this horrible night.
Okay.
And I guess I will meet you at the temple.
Okay.
All right. So we have Desiree and Milano staying in some place in Baldur's Gate. Fessik going to the temple. Garmond, where are you going to?
Just go back to the yawning portal
And you, Curie.
to try and
I'm gonna go with Fessik to the temple.
You're going to go with Fessik?
Yeah.
Okay. And what were you trying to do, Garmond?
just to try and get some rest. And
Okay. All right.
a couple shots later.
Garmon, you take your shots. You go, you take your shots, and you retire to your room for the evening. However, as you're walking up to the door, you immediately notice that the door is currently unlocked.
I don't have time for this shit.
The crowd kind of below you on the bottom floor of the yawning portal, kind of enveloping the air.
Is Dern in there?
He is working downstairs.
I'm gonna go down and ask him if he saw anybody go up towards the room that I was staying in.
He just kind of looks at you and just shakes his head. Nods, shakes his head, yeah.
He nods.
Shakes.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, awesome.
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, hopefully I just forgot to lock my door then.
Be more vigilant.
Just gonna walk upstairs and open the door.
It is ransacked.
Motherfucker.
Garmon, I need to ask. Where do you keep your blueprints for your gun?
Oh fuck!
Oh,
No!
Thankfully, it's kept in my sketchbook that, if you recall, I was carrying around with me all day.
Good
well.
save.
However, what about
Fuck.
the material you use to craft bullets and your tools?
Huh?
What about any of your materials to craft and your tools?
Yeah, that would have been in the room.
They're all gone.
Fuck.
Whoops.
All right.
What?
Just gonna sit on the bed and
Carmon.
yeah.
Oh boy. Let's all take a break.
Yes, please.
I need more alcohol.
Jesus Christ.
Especially after that bullshit.
Let's take a
Feel
breather.
my pain that I've been feeling for a week, god damn it. We're all sad now. Fuck you guys.
I need cookies.
I'm gonna go refill my drink.
We'll be back.
Well,
Oh man.
the session is definitely not going as I intended.
This is fucking brutal. Okay, I'll be right back.
You okay, Chris? Are you still alive?
I think he died for realsies.
Okay, he's okay.
Hold on, BRB.
What are you guys doing to me? Come on. Oh, there's so much dissonance. I love it. Oh boy. There's just too much going on right now. Yeah. Oh, you guys are making me want to cry a little bit. Well, I'm glad I found that music to put in the background. It's really adding to the effect, I think.
By the way,
Yeah.
fuck you, Loopy.
Oh. She stepped away, I think.
Mm.
I heard it in one of my other campaigns and I wanted to use it,
Bro, it was like fucking perfect for just like the entire scene. Like, music makes me feel things, and that was not cool.
Sorry.
That's okay. It was very well done. Definitely Circus. Definitely. I couldn't mute it. Like,
And I just like the fact that a lot of when it like picks up a little bit, it was always like the perfect timing.
I know, dude. It was like the dramatic moment. And you're just like, ah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
Has
go get some
Nari
more.
been listening to us this entire time?
Yeah, he's here.
Please chime in. Oh, good, you're back.
What?
I'm back.
Hey, Loopy. Fuck
Hey?
you.
What happened?
I don't give a fuck.
She knows why. You dead.
It's called acting.
Acting my ass.
I mean,
That was
Oh,
some
no.
real, that was some real emotion.
oh yeah, 100%. It's called acting.
Mm.
Oh.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go get some water real quick.
Bye,
Alright.
Doodle.
There's a lot of there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
I feel like you threw the curviest curveball. And he's just like, oh fuck.
Listen, it's bad. They can't have it. It's bad.
Well, it's a little late now.
You'd have been fucking
I
dead.
fucking tried.
You would've
Yeah,
been
we would have
so-
TPK'd. Everybody would be dead.
Nah, it's fine.
You'd have been so fucking dead.
Yeah, but everybody in the city's gonna be dead now.
Here's the
So-
thing. So
We'll
you would
stop
have
it.
just
It's
been
fine.
dead in Baldur's Gate, and then the whole city would have died anyway.
Yeah, but that's fine. At least I was in Baldur's Gate with my cousin, who I love very
Which
much.
is also dead.
That's fine.
Poor Fessik.
Woof.
So now we have to plan, because we have to kill Zentarum. Which we were gonna have to fucking do anyway.
I feel like that's some endgame shit.
That's some next session shit.
Fucking counterspell bullshit.
My cookie broke off and fell into my milk. Now I'm sad.
Just fish it out with your mouth.
No, it's at the bottom.
Mm.
Get
Oh,
that tongue
no.
in there.
It fell all
Whoa.
the way to the bottom.
Oh,
Wow.
gross.
Mm, it doesn't even show that it's picking up on my end.
She was talking to me.
She's talking about Ginger.
What are you talking about?
What?
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 Wait.
Wait.
What? What?
Okay.
Hmm?
Oh,
I am back. Let's change the music to a little bit more.
Is this music copywritten?
No.
Okay.
Which one's this one? Remember? Oh, okay, it's broken.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter.
work. Oh, broken.
Panic, fix it. Fix it.
Hold on, let me re-add the playlist. Maybe that'll work. That'll make it work.
Panic.
Panic, fix it.
It's this one again. Okay. All right. I'm gonna say that 2 days pass. So, is there anything that you guys would like to do in those 2 days? Desiree, there isn't a whole lot of news for you. That they're providing you with meals. They're not letting you leave the compound that you're in. Is there anything you would like to get done over the course of the next 2 days?
Is there anything in here to do? Do they
No.
have a library? Do they have research materials?
I would say that they have the small library that they utilize.
Okay, I'm just hitting up the library then, I guess. See if there's stuff in there that I haven't heard about before. That might be helpful for home.
Okay. And Milano, she's gonna probably be sleeping most of this time.
No.
Kind of not really saying anything to you after it's all kind of calmed down.
That's fine. I would probably only leave to the library when I know that she's asleep. Because I don't want to leave her alone.
Right. What are you looking for?
Just whatever, something to distract me.
Okay. Nothing specific?
I don't fucking know, man!
That's up to you.
Magisters, Vashaba, Liches, Resurrection.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Zentarum. Did I say Zentarum already? I don't think so. That is a 14.
14. You find some just general knowledge book. There's nothing on the Zentarum. You find a few books about resurrection and the various spells and kind of like the history of how it developed through the ages. Still not something that you really. I mean, you can understand it, but not something that you could ever comprehend really. The level of faith and stuff that it's used to bring the soul back to life. You look for some books on Bishaba, and you find her name gets mentioned every once in a while in some of the books that you find about gods, but it's never in detail. The usual, just like reference, like, hey, this god knew this god, and blah 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 blah.
And then also, because it's the fucking most obvious one, Wolf, and that shit seems important to know also.
Who?
Fucking Dark Mother Lady.
Oh yes. Obviously a drow deity.
Well,
You don't find a lot. Nothing that you don't already know. As you're reading, it's pretty big. So the library itself is about 2 stories.
Fuck.
Just lined up with just various books, tomes, things of organized in certain ways. It seems like they have research and like some of the own research that the Magisters probably developed, and just various wizards. It appears that this is more of just like a kind of a way for wizards that know the location of this to kind of coalesce and combine information that everybody knows. And that's what you're kind of picking up off of this. There's a few books, which is what you found. The rest is just more generally like the practice of magic, the arcane, various spells and things of that nature.
Is there anything in there about wild magic or similar things, similar experiences that other people have had that I'm going through?
Make an investigation check.
Okay. 11.
Not a lot. You find a few things about about magic that seems to essentially not be uncontrollable, and it's not something that most people find a way to stop.
Hmm.
And as you're reading that book, behind you, you hear a familiar voice. One of your own. As you turn around, and there is a pre-incident you again. In a chair, kind of leaning back. Kind of like, like where you have the back legs down and the legs upward, kind of rocking back and forth. What are you reading?
Nothing you need to know about. Why are you here again?
I just wanted to check up on you. Seems a lot has happened in the past couple days. You've been rather busy.
Yep.
It's a shame. Funny thing, death. See life just so easily taken away.
Don't think funny's the right word for it, but okay.
It's unfortunate. And as your understanding, I know all about luck. Just another thing that happens on the day-to-day, unaware. With that bitch that thinks that she can oversee it all.
Who?
I think you know who I'm talking about.
Do I? Why don't you just explain it to me like I'm stupid? Since you want to come in here and try to treat me like a fucking idiot anyway.
Of course not. We're friends.
Are we?
I consider you my friend. Better than a project.
All I'm saying is friends don't come in here showing their other friends how youthful and full of
She's kind of staring at her nails.
great hair. What?
I thought this form was rather fitting, don't you think?
I mean, it's kind of a dick move.
I guess so. I can provide you with all the answers you seek. You just have to make a deal with me.
A deal.
That's all. I could... I don't know. Reward you, maybe. It would be that simple.
Why would I take a reward from somebody who's been punishing me? That's what I want to know.
Don't blame me for what's happening. Blame fate.
Fate.
We all can't choose what happens to us. Even I, the god,
Oh no.
deal without from time to time.
Your life must be so hard not being able to control what happens to you and you have to take it out on other people. Oh boy.
All I'm promising you, that things could be different. Isn't that you want what you want, what you desire, to go back the way it was?
Maybe I am, but not from you.
Alright.
If this had been, I don't know, 2 days ago when I wasn't thinking straight, maybe I would have considered it. But you took your sweet ass time getting over here, which means that maybe you don't care about me as much as you pretend to. Cause yeah, there's a lot of shit that's happened. I've seen some shit. My friend is dead. I had to leave behind the house where I lived for a century and dragged the one person I love most in this world into who knows what. But now I've had time to process and think about it a little bit, and kind of seems like the deal you're offering me isn't that good.
Give whatever you would like, Desiree. That's for you to decide. However, I think you'll come around to it eventually. And she just laughs. And all magic are up to 3.
Whoa. You got super robot there.
That sucks. Hold on.
Yeah. Redo?
Let's go to Sydney.
Crikey.
And back to Can you hear me for now?
Yeah.
Sure.
She just tells you, very well. And your wild magic will surge 1, 2, and 3 now.
Great.
All right. We'll go to Curie. What did you do over the course of 2 days?
Hung out at the temple where Charade is.
Okay.
Yep.
And you learn a little bit about these. It appears that these people were missionaries. They come from the sea to the west. Coming here, their intentions are to kind of expand a little bit and put the Trians tend to keep to themselves, and they're kind of wanting to expand out here. Not necessarily like it isn't a bad thing. It's looked down upon in their culture, but a small group wanted to do this, and they feel like it's the betterment of the for the betterment of the people. But they do keep Charade's body in essentially a period of stasis while they're waiting for the resurrection to begin. Fessik, you're there as well. Is there anything you would like to do over the course of 2 days?
Not really. Probably sleep a lot. That's about it. I'm gonna put those weapons back in the bag of holding. How much? Have we actually paid for the ritual yet?
Nope.
Okay. Well. Yeah,
I'll just say that all that stuff went back in the bag eventually.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sleep a lot. I'm gonna leave Curie with the bag.
Okay. Where do you sleep?
I don't know, a pew.
Oh, okay, so you just stay there.
I just stay there.
Okay. Leslie definitely picks up on your mood a little bit. Then he cuddles with you.
Sweet boy.
Garmont, what would you like to do over the course of 2 days? You don't have your tinker's tools anymore, and you don't have anything that you purchased.
Oh no.
How much would a new set of tinker's tools run me?
I think it's 25 gold pieces.
If I was attempting to go buy new ones.
Okay. 50 gold pieces, sorry. Probably the more expensive tools.
Highway robbery.
You're able to procure them if you have the gold.
Sure do.
Okay. But lucky you, lucky you do carry your sketchbook with you.
Yeah. Oh, god damn. And then I'll have tried sketching out
Your
more for
silencer.
the silencer.
Go ahead and make a tinkering check. With your wisdom again and your proficiency.
That is a 18.
Nice.
All right. I would say that you have the idea of being able to craft this now. It'll take you a couple days. And then I'll just say with the materials, I would say about 250 gold pieces. Just the nature of it.
Cool. In between that, I'll have.
But it would do a couple things. Like I would actually add modifiers to your things would change to your weapon too. It would essentially be like an enchantment. That's why it costs so much.
Okay.
So you decide if you want to do that. Like I said, a couple days, a couple checks, depending on your rolls. If they're good, you might be able to reduce the price too. So that'll be up for you. I don't know if you have that much money on you.
I don't have it on me. I'd have to party fund some of it.
Okay.
What does Charade do for 2 days?
But I'd also be checking in on the temple to see if Desiree had shown up.
Not over these 2 days. You would find Curie and you would find Fessik asleep mostly.
And then also just keeping myself busy at the tavern after cleaning up my goddamn room.
Okay. Eventually, Desiree, you're eventually given a word from the elder that's there that you are welcome to go back if you are ready.
Yeah, I go check on Milano and make sure she's also ready.
She's kind of in the room right now, and she eventually found the library too and was kind of reading something. And practicing on one of the instruments that she carries too. Where she's been. What does she play? Mainly?
Whatever the fuck she feels like.
It's
She's a
true.
goddamn bard.
Yeah, I mean, they have their preferences sometimes. Your choice.
Fuck no.
A kazoo. No.
Probably kazoo. Dad? Fuck off. Probably lyre, cause that's fun.
Okay. It's very beautiful, very somber though. But you come in and you tell her that it's time to go, and she. Oh, okay.
Are you doing okay?
Well, a little bit worried about my shop. It hasn't been open for 2 days.
Yep.
Are you gonna be okay?
I'm great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm check.
Fantastic.
Are you being obviously deceptive?
Nope. I'm not being obvious about it. Oh no, it's a 23.
All right. Yeah. Is it going to be safe?
I hope so. They said everything was fine, so I hope so. As long as we have a place to go back to, we'll be fine.
I hope so.
Um,
And I know you've been through a lot, and I'm sorry that I didn't trust you immediately.
no, it's fine. It was the middle of the night, and I mean, I look so different now. I look like a new person. Did you know that ghosts make you older? Did you know that? I didn't know that. They just like yell
promise
at
me
you.
that you'll be more careful,
I mean,
please.
I'll try my best.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I forgive you. She kind of goes up to you and gives you a hug.
I'll hug her back.
Eventually, you guys make your way back to the teleportation circle. Making and teleporting back to the same room there, waiting for you, a hooded Xymon. Welcome back.
Thanks. How was it on this end?
Well, unfortunately,
Oh, great.
We didn't find anybody. Your friends seem to be safe. There hasn't been any stirrings, though, however, from Zentarum. My own informants have provided me information, though, that I think for the time being you're okay. Now it's up to you. We could potentially find you a new place. There are ways of hiding certain arcane presences, but it's just a matter of how you want to approach it. I feel as though you're safe, and I will provide extra protection in the area. I have spoken with the other magisters, and the Zentarum issue will start to be looked into. Now, I'm aware that there could always be potential corruption within the magisters, and that's a investigation that I'm handling personally. Okay, I know you don't trust me, but I have no ill intentions.
Insight check.
Go for it.
21.
Natural one.
Cool.
He isn't lying.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I have asked for one more thing? Sorry.
What's up?
Can I see if I can find Fessik when he's awake at some point?
Where does Fessik go?
No, I'm just standing.
If he's
you'd probably step in once or twice when he was awake.
Alright, I'll just go up to him. Are you doing okay?
I don't know.
What happened that night?
I had to stop her. She was gonna get herself killed. And now they don't want anything to do with me. This is
I'm
all
sure-
my fault.
I'm sure she'll forgive you.
Maybe.
She did say you were her best friend.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat a snack.
Alright. I just wanted to check in.
Thanks.
Okay. What do you want to do, Desiree? It's up to you. You're going to take necessary precautions, but unfortunately, This is Zentarum. But you would have gotten word at least that what kind of essentially what happened through some of the communication back and forth. Essentially what, and they Zymon took care of the fact that you probably wanted to know probably a little bit more about what happened, and utilized those spells to provide that information to you, so you kind of have a basic understanding of what happened. And what was some of the general ideas of what the deals were made and certain things like that. And with that information is kind of why he's determined that potentially you're okay.
Right.
Zentarum hold grudges. If it hinders their interests, and they got what they want.
For now.
Blah blah blah. Just look at Milano.
Well, immediately coming to the Magister's office. It's not too far away from where the teleportation circle is. They would have brought you there. They're waiting for Milano as a Sailan in her captain's gear. Who was? It seems that she's kind of like she's kind of leaning up against a wall. Immediately when the door opens for you two to come in, Milano sees her and runs over there, and they kind of embrace. And there's a lot of crying for Milano. Sailing kind of consoling her, and she kind of looks up to you.
I just smile.
She nods her head. It's not disappointed or anything. It's just kind of like you did what you have to do. So. But they're probably gonna go do their own thing for a little bit. There is.
So.
Wait, which? Oh, the lady.
Yeah, there's a necromancer bent in half inside of that bag.
Classic.
And the book.
Do you do anything with that in the past 2 days? Think about it.
No.
He definitely forgot about it. Fessik definitely forgot about it.
Okay.
Oh no.
We'll just take that in consideration when it gets too heavy.
Gross.
Oh.
Oh no. Fuck. I don't know. I just want to go home.
Do you want to rest for a day?
No. I got my rest in, but I want to go check on the house and see how fucked up it is.
Okay.
Before I go to the temple.
The Salen and Milano kind of do their own thing. They don't go back to the shop immediately. You're kind of walking and you go to there, and it's the way you left it.
Not ransacked or broken into or anything gross?
Nope.
Suspicious.
There is something on the there's an envelope that's kind of inside of it, like the crease of where the door closes.
I'm going to open it.
It is a letter from Mika.
Fuck. I'm going to read it.
Well, not a letter so far, but they're essentially like like tickets
Hey,
to
we missed.
a private like tavern. Small event that they're gonna have like some stuff going on and things like that. Dated the day before.
Fuck. I will go upstairs and put that in my room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have a sad moment for like 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pull my ass together and I'm gonna go to the temple.
Okay. Well, eventually I'll say that all 4 of you are there. Armand, you had just come to kind of check up on everything. Eventually you guys see Desiree given the directions of the temple. She eventually goes and is there.
Desiree, where were you?
Fuck if I know. Locked away for a couple days.
Are you hurt?
No. I'm fine. How are you all holding up?
Just waiting for you.
Well, I'm here.
We're glad you're okay.
Glad you guys are okay too. I was worried for a minute.
Yeah, there's gonna be more to worry about later, but I think for now we should focus on this. As I wave my hand over towards Charade.
Yeah.
You know, it looks kind of peaceful just laying there like that.
Yeah. Is this the right thing to do?
I've been thinking about that for 2 days.
Any answers?
Well, I'm supposed to be here as a ward of the Raven Queen, but this past week I've seen what it does to someone. They just ally themselves with a party and go along with it without question, and I don't think I can do that. So if you want to bring back Charade, I'm not gonna stop you.
He said they were done with us. He doesn't have to worry anymore.
Yeah. I mean, he's got family though, right?
Does he?
Yeah.
He's got us.
I meant more of the blood relative type, but I guess that works too. Anyway, we should probably be saving all the sappy friendship speeches for the ritual, since I guess that's a thing that happens. Shall we?
So, everything is brought into like a somewhat of a side room, very ornate. It seems that they've had opportunity to actually prepare for the ritual, so they took their time to make it respectful and as hoping best to their abilities that it can be done. Zalmus has been there waiting with you all, keeping quiet, kind of keeping to himself, mentioning, offering you guys food, drink whenever you're around. Very few people have been coming in and out of this place. You don't know how new this is formed, but it's different and it's kind of interesting, kind of taking in a new culture. Is it time?
I think so.
Okay.
Everybody's still in for this, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He starts preparing various candles and lighting certain incense, and there's a very different air smell in the air. Not something that you've all experienced before in your life. It's not easy. He starts preparing and brings Charade's body in, kind of in the center of all of this going on. And he places the diamond on his chest that required from this, a very large diamond. Okay. Now, with the nature of the ritual, if there's anything that could potentially aid in his return, allow the soul to come back to the body or find its home in the body, you are more than welcome to offer anything. If not, we can try to perform it and see what occurs. It's up to you guys. If not, we're gonna roll.
Guess
Well, I'm gonna roll.
step forward.
Okay.
I didn't really know him very well. Only known him for some few days. But I feel like you trusted me. I don't know why. You told me to protect someone for you. And I don't know who they are. So you need to come back. Because I can't help you without you telling me. And I can't lose anyone else. And that's it. That's all I say.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh boy. -2, 15.
15.
That's pretty good.
Okay. And with that, can offer 2 more things.
Oh, never mind. It's -1, 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, noted.
All right, Garamond will step up.
Let's see which dice I'm going to use.
Oh, no.
I'll use this one. Okay.
Out of my bag, I'm going to pull the single piece of Candy's candy that I've been given. And I'm going to just put it next to Charade. Sorry.
Okay.
Lunch is making me giggle. And just gonna say we talked about Sorn a little bit, and I feel like our work with this isn't done, and this is where it's gonna start for us. So we need you back to investigate that. And then I'll just step down.
Okay. I also want you to make a persuasion check, but this time at advantage.
$13.
Okay. Noted. Last one.
And I step up. You were such an asshole who made terrible decisions and couldn't do pretty much anything right. I watched you fail time and time again. Watched you start to lose your mind towards the end there over decisions that you had made and made for us and dragged us into, and then you just went and died before we could finish any of it. And I don't appreciate that very much. But you were also probably the only closest friend I had in this group, which I also don't appreciate very much because, again, not great at everything. But you stuck to your word, I guess. And the one time you followed the thing I said of trusting us, you... We need you back. Your mom needs you back. And I'm going to cast dancing lights and have them dance around like he liked to do. And I'll step down.
I would say you can choose either intimidation or performance.
Well,
Wait, we're in the dock
Those
district,
are-
right?
those are
Huh?
both.
We're in the dock district?
Yeah.
I yell, wait, and I run out.
Okay.
I go buy a plate of fish tacos.
Oh,
God damn it.
And
You have a plate of fish tacos.
I bring them back, and I put them on Charade
Gross.
because he wanted my fish tacos, and I didn't give him any.
All right.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and roll
Stupid.
this, sorry.
Okay. Stupid idiot. Fuck. Would I be able to use my wild magic for this doodle?
Sure.
Okay, great.
You're
Oh,
gonna bomb his
no.
body.
That was a 6.
That's the new one.
Hey, natural 20, 24.
yo. Let's fucking go.
All right. And with that, there's a kind of stillness in a room. All right. Selma says. And then he starts muttering something in Aquan. I don't know if anyone understands Aquan.
Nope.
Okay. He says some muttered things, and then he puts his hand over the diamond, and it almost seems to like this energy kind of pulses out, and his hand slowly lowers as the diamond slowly fizzles away, and like the energy seems to envelop Charade's body. It's time to roll.
Uh-oh.
Better send us that pic.
Yeah, but I nat 20, Doodle. He should come back automatically with 1 hit point. That's how this works.
I take that into consideration. Okay. I will take a picture and I will send it after I give my little spiel.
Oh.
Okay. There is a moment of silence as it's quiet, and everyone kind of thinking to themselves how this is going to turn out and kind of what you all said. I will tell you that all of you passed your DC saves or your DC checks. So the DC on this was 6. You had to get higher than a 6. Oops, wrong chat. This one.
Good job.
Almost posted in the dining room. I would have had no context.
It's fine. Oof.
And eventually there is a sense of motion in Charade's chest, and he slowly begins to breathe again. I need to check my big real quick though. Charade. Just so you're aware, you're going to have -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. For the net, that reduces by 1 every time you take a long rest. But you are conscious, and as you awake, you see everyone surrounding you, and a merfolk-like priest nearby. You are very out of it.
Mother, where are you? Those lights, I must have fallen asleep.
Welcome
Where am
back.
I? Huh? I'll sit up.
Yeah.
If I can.
Yeah, you do feel weak though. You feel very weak.
Germon just goes to help him.
I'm okay.
That was a close one.
Yeah. Did we do it?
We did something. That's for damn sure.
That's fantastic. Did we get paid?
We lived. That's about good enough a payment.
Huh. I guess no good deed goes unturned.
Well, we lived.
Good news, you don't owe anything to the Centaurum anymore.
How did you manage that?
Just promise us no more deals with them.
What did you all do? Why am I here? You, sir, who are you?
I am... Hi. My name's Zalmas.
Salmas.
This-
I'm...
This is our kind priest friend.
Your friends brought you here so that you were ill, and we took care of you.
Oh, must have been. Forgive me, my name's My name And he looks at everyone else. My name's Charles.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Desiree I remember. You look more wrinkled.
How many hit points does he have?
1.
Don't fucking do it.
The urge to mind spike. Killing myself. I
Oh, I'm gonna kill myself.
just glare at him. Hopefully, doing 1 psychic damage with the look.
He feels very intimidated as he probably fails the check right now.
Yes. Alright. We'll get you some oils later. Well, I feel like shit.
You look like shit.
it.
Hey.
So what's been going on? If I don't know the sign, the Centaurum, what's the next step?
Well, we should probably figure out at some point what the hell they were gonna do with that amulet.
Don't we have it?
Nope.
What became of it? Did they get it?
Your masked buddy has it.
That one. Ah, and he didn't even pay us.
Like I said, we paid by living.
Well, look how that turned out. Look how that turned out for all of us. Well, I guess now I'm in greater debt, it seems.
Nope.
No. I'm indebted to all of you.
You don't
I
owe
guess.
us fucking anything.
We're just glad that you're back.
I'm glad someone is. I'll, I might want to rest a bit longer. But I'll leave the decision making up to you guys. I don't think I should be up front trying to confront my fears.
Maybe we should just get you home.
Home. Home, Mother. Are we clear? Are they not following us?
Clear enough. Zymon's been keeping an eye out with his magisters, and we are okay.
That almost makes me feel better.
Well, can't guarantee anything. We haven't seen or heard anything from them since they got their fucking amulet.
He said that.
And I try really hard not to look at Fessik.
I've been looking at the ground this whole time.
Fessik, what's wrong? I'm back.
Yeah.
Sure, it's no celebration, but you look worse for wear.
A little bit. He said they're done with us. I'm the only one they have any interest in. You should be okay.
I don't feel okay. More than the exhaustion, I can see it on your faces. Something's not right.
Can I insight check to see if Charade is happy to be back?
Sure.
I mean, we can always just kill him again if he's not. He can't fight back.
Go ahead and message me what you are thinking and make an appropriate roll with that.
Oh, what I'm thinking?
Yeah. Message.
Oh,
it to
okay.
me.
Because, killing him in a temple is going to go over real well.
I mean, it'll be fine. Something Raven Queen.
Leave it to me. I'm a guy that'll hit you back. He'll be the third teammate.
You're really good at knocking out your friends.
Just make a general charisma check for me.
By the way, Desiree, you're still in initiative, so
I kill Fessik.
good luck.
Oh, crap. Do I have any reactions? I got none. My
Oh,
boy Fessik, no!
he's gone.
Charisma.
You know.
Charade.
Charisma.
Charisma check.
Oh, you want me to do a charisma check?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I thought that we were waiting for Curie. My bad. Charisma check.
Oh, God.
Minus-
Why? Guess what, guys? I'm back!
He actually has
Did
a
he
sense
just-
of
Did he just
I mean-
essentially roll a 0?
Yeah.
With a -4.
he is happy.
That puts me in a sense of ease. You guys, you guys just, keep celebrating. I'll meet you guys at the tavern. I have to do something.
Where are you going?
To
Everybody's
the
got-
temple, the Raven Queen temple.
Somebody's gotta leave. Jesus Christ.
Do you want us to go with you?
If,
I don't
if
feel
you
like-
wish.
Leaving
But-
you all alone.
I have no intention of splitting us up if we don't need to, so feel free to come along if you wish.
We
I
should probably
scoop
get
up
Charade
Charade.
home.
I pick him up.
Oh shit.
Not like he can fight back.
Super adorable right now.
Oh.
And I leave the building, and I tell him to point me to his house.
Why is everybody just leaving?
I'm taking him home.
That's their MO.
This is fucking ridiculous. You
It's
would think
very
after we
awkward.
almost died.
It's very awkward in that room for Fessik. Extremely awkward.
Yeah, if
But-
if I have no choice to fight, then I'll point him in where he wants me
You're
to go.
weak as shit right now.
Yeah.
The extended amount of time. Yeah. Just no, you have -4.
I mean, like he has a strength equivalent to a 2, so he has a -4 to his rolls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally lower than the bare minimum, which is 3.
You're like a skelly man.
So I'm gonna. I
What's
guess
this? What's this?
I'll bring him to his house, and on the way, I'll tell him what I had to do.
Garmon's gonna pull Desiree aside before we walk out.
Mhm.
And just one thing of note, Charade, you feel kind of like one of the things that you feel when you wake up is there's like a stinging in your upper chest, and you kind of check, and there is essentially like a light handprint that's like almost embedded in your skin
Huh.
from where the banshee essentially stole your soul.
Gross.
Son of a bitch. That's gonna take more oil than Desiree's gonna need.
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
And then does Garmond?
Listen, I
Listen.
don't know what happened that evening with Fessik, but I think you need to talk to him.
I'll think
He's-
about it.
He's extremely hurt.
I mean, I kind of got knocked the fuck out and had the one thing I was trying to protect taken away from me, so I'm a little bit hurt too. But I can't. I can't right now.
You know he was just doing what he thought would save you, right?
Did he though? Because now who knows what the fuck we're gonna have to deal with now that the fucking Zentarum have their hands on the thing used for very dark and evil rituals. And we still have multiple questions we haven't answered. We don't know what the Zents have their hands in. We don't know what Magisters they are most likely working with. It's not...
Not at all, but I think it's something that we're gonna have to figure out together.
I mean, you're right, but not now.
I get it. I just wanted to let you know.
Pretty sure he's more upset about Milano than me, but whatever. It's for them to deal with.
You're the one who said that he was your best friend.
I didn't mean it.
Well, he sure as shit believes it and has been telling everybody.
Well, isn't that fun and awkward? What a perfectly timed phrase to say before everything went to shit.
Yeah, seems standard
Standard.
for our week.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Oh, and I wasn't gonna tell everybody this yet, but my room definitely got ransacked.
Great!
Don't know who did it.
Fantastic. I'm sure we can take a wild stab in the dark.
I mean, I've got a couple guesses.
They take anything?
Some tools and materials. Thankfully, I keep my book on my person.
With like your gun, whatever stuff in it.
Yeah, all my schematics are kept
Great.
here. And so they got tools, they got some basic materials, but they shouldn't at least be able to figure out how to put it together.
Minor blessing, I guess. Well,
We should
guess-
probably catch up.
yeah.
Going to Curie?
I mean, I know where Charade lives if that's where we're going.
It's up to you guys where you want to go. You two go. Curie's going to the temple. Charade, Fessik are going to Charade's house.
Armand would follow Desiree's lead at that point.
I am going with Curie.
We're gonna end with the Raven Queen stuff. So I'm gonna go over to Fessik and Charade, eventually making their way to the house that you live in.
And then I went back to check on her, make sure she was still alive, and she made it there. And then they both said they didn't want that. They hated me basically, so I left.
Oh, that is so like her. I think you made the right call.
I mean, that's what I thought. I mean, we work with these guys, and
Can I
they're
Can
being
I sit
nice to-
upright on your shoulders? I'm getting a head rush.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's better. Oh, wow.
No, we're working with these guys because we didn't think there was anything wrong with it. And then they all tell us, hey, they're real mean. And they'll kill everyone you care about. And they can find you everywhere you go. So I'm like, well, I have to handle that, because she's going to go and she's just going to get herself killed if I don't do this. And now, but, she always thinks she's so right, She always thinks she's right.
I agree with you, but Fessik,
Yeah.
you've changed.
What?
Now I understand why you kept losing whenever I bet on you. If not for my bad luck. You seem to care a lot about those around you. So much so that you're willing to take the blame or make the tough decision to keep them safe. I understand that. You're a good boy, Fessik.
Oh, he thinks.
No, I mean I would say this to each of you, considering the situation and based off everything you explained, from your perspective, but I totally see it. I'd say you're my best friend.
Oh. Well, that's cool. I got 2 best friends now. Yeah, did I tell you Desiree was my best friend? I don't know. That's just weird.
I don't know, that one's kind of squirrely.
Mm.
She'll come around, though. I'm sure she means well by it. If she has us for support as a foundation, maybe she won't have to worry so much.
I
Well,
don't know.
this is where I live.
Quiet.
I boot the door down.
Hey, that...
Not like hard, but
Oh.
like push it open with my foot.
Oh, okay.
It is locked.
Then I stumble into it. How we bonk Charade's head on it.
Nice.
Not again!
Oops.
Oh.
He's all unconscious here, just patching up.
Just sit him up outside.
This is Weekend at Bernie's.
Alright, so I'm like, it's locked.
That's...
You have your key, Charade.
What's up?
You have your key.
Oh, I stole my key. Interesting. Put me down.
Where did you put it?
I
Where
don't
else
know.
would it be?
Probably with all my money.
Alright, put him down.
Alright, okay, just give me a second. I'm gonna have to get that repaired later. Open the door.
Everything seems normal. It's quiet.
You
Is
guys
there-
definitely brought them fish tacos with you, right?
The ones you put on my chest.
That was what the real burn was the fish taco.
No, it was best. It was the smell that brought me back.
Weird that those fish tacos are sitting on your chest in a handprint pattern.
Oh god. That damn banshee. So one of these days I had to punch a ghost. Anyway. If I go inside, does it look like it has not been lived in for... How long has it been since I told Mother to get safe somewhere?
4 days?
4 days? Like any thin layer of dust? Does it look like anything's moved since then?
Yeah, it's a little, I would say it's a little bit very dirty.
Okay.
Very little dirt. Sorry. Very little, very dirty.
I'll show Fessik inside, but I also kind of want to peer around the places that I've...
There is a note on a table in your kitchen.
Oh. I come back from a nap and then they find me. Look at the note.
It's written in your mother's handwriting.
Oh, this was worse. All right.
It was in a sealed envelope, and it was not opened.
I'll keep the envelope and read the note.
Okay. It essentially says that she took your warning, and that she forgives you, and that hopefully soon that you'll be able to talk and to stay safe. And there's a little something. How do I explain it? Like a little code word on the on a PS part.
Uh-huh.
Like a code phrase.
It's not what that mouth do in Elfish, is it?
No,
Okay.
Ugh.
it's in Thieves' Cant.
It says shenanigans.
I'll try to read it out loud.
It says what that mouth do, but in Thieves' Cant.
Got him.
Oh, no,
That's where I got it from.
so it essentially says don't discount your mama.
It says, "Don't die."
She has her own ways of hiding in plain sight.
That's curious. And then I do want to start digging around my house and the places that she did not let me go into. I just want to see if there's anything there to find.
Make an investigation check.
Woohoo! Hey, Fessik, help me find shinies.
Okay. So, I guess you get advantage.
Depends on if the DM allows it.
Sure.
Sweet!
20.
Secret door. Secret door.
I'll be honest. She is pretty honest with you. And after you finding a little bit more information about your dad, the box where she keeps some of the memories, and she has a couple pictures of him,
Wow. It's candy.
like drawn portrait. I'll let you deal. I'll finally think I can finally reveal something to you.
Hey!
Ooh.
Come back to life and not my dad.
Let me find it real quick. I don't
Make sure you
remember
put the
where I
candy
put it.
in your fucking inventory.
Mm-hmm. Because I'll eat it.
Put what in your inventory?
Candy's candy.
Fucking shit, where is it?
Oh yeah, Fessik, you can have the candy that was on my chest when I came back to life.
So I don't eat it right now.
Damn.
He might die.
There. Bam. It should be under your campaign NPCs now.
Okay. The related to party member?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. I will search for this somewhere. Oh, whoa.
It's Fessik. Fessik is his dad.
Oh, bejeebus.
Alright.
Wait a second.
Fuck, I want to see.
I'll tuck that away for later.
And other than that, anything else you'd like to do? Or can we finish this up with a little bit of Raven Queen action?
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Okay.
Just gonna
Curie.
bro it up with Fessik, that's it.
Yes.
Eventually, with Desiree and Garmon following behind you, you make your way to the northern castle ward. And you have to find directions because this isn't an official church that's worshipped here in Waterdeep. So it's a little difficult to find, but with some directions, people have spotted this coming up. Eventually, you find your way to a rather in somewhat of a fancy looking, but looks to be like a fancy looking home. You find a building with a symbol of the Raven Queen outside of it.
I would like to enter.
You walk in, and it's as you walk in, you're greeted with the sight of at the very center of a large room. You're greeted with the sight of a tall structure of a woman wearing a mask, with her arms kind of outstretched, surrounded in feathers. It's dark. The color schemes here are there's a lot of blacks, just a lot of darker colors. As you walk in, there isn't anyone immediately in the vicinity, but as you're kind of looking up at the statue, a familiar voice catches your attention. If you remember, you met me the other day. I'm Samuel.
Samuel, yes. Good to see you. Have you been doing well?
I have. Has the deed been done?
It has, but there's something I want the Raven Queen to know. And I felt this was an appropriate place to let that be known.
I mean, we can attempt to reach out to her.
Somehow I get the feeling that she's always watching, regardless. So it probably wouldn't matter where I did it.
The maiden always has a tie-in with life here.
And I'm gonna address the statue just because
Okay.
the statue's there.
Okay.
Raven Queen, I owe you my life. And I've never forgotten that. That year that I spent trapped in that place was the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And after you saved me, I did your bidding because I did feel indebted towards you, and I didn't really question it. You know, I grew up thinking people got old and died, or people died from accidents. Death is just a constant. It's not something that we can really fight against. But, and I don't know what's changed in the past week, but I'm not so sure anymore. And the friends that I've made, they've shown me that it's not a way to live unless you're making decisions of your own free will. And I know the consequence of what I'm saying. I know that you can revoke your patronage at any given moment, but I can't live this life unless I know that I am in control of it. And and then I'll just kind of like shakingly fall to my knees. If you take this from me, the gift you gave me, I won't question it. But just know that I will remain in Waterdeep, and I will do everything in my power, everything in my remaining power to make sure that whatever horrible vision you saw does not come to pass. There are good people here, and I will protect them.
Okay.
I'm going to walk up to Curie and just hesitantly put my hand on his shoulder in support.
Thanks, Desiree.
Follow
Just
suit
nod.
on the other side.
Armand, I appreciate it.
As you finish your words, and your companions come over and place their hands on their shoulder, you feel a sense of understanding. And it's still it's not a happy feeling for sure, but it's genuine. Like, you get a sense that maybe she's heard and your words, and just taking that into consideration, the deal that was made, that was struck between you two. And that's where we'll end the session for today.